Now, to speak on the commercialization and circular aspects that often accompany the Yuletide season, I am joined in the studio by Oladende Ario. He is a government policies and public affairs analyst. Thank you so much for your time.
My father will have to pay you for getting the pronunciation of the name right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, of course, for making out time to be on the news. All right, now let's talk about, you just saw that report, and we know that this time of the year, people usually, are in high spirits.
They break the banks.
Thank you. Business owners. If I'm to take my mind back a bit, that's when I know that my mom, many years ago, would buy me shoes, and then you see the shoe seller, all of them, it's usually a booming market. Right. Particularly for the informal sector. But right. From that report, you can see that it's less than mixed feelings. It's more on the downward side. So I would like to know your immediate reaction.
Now, I'll start this way. Over the years, festival periods, whether the faith-based ones or the ceremonial ones, they have been noted more for their commercialization than for their essence. You understand? That was why along the line, Christians started saying the reason for the season. Okay, because they saw that people moved away completely from celebrating Christ during Christmas to commercialization, what I call mercantilization. And it had, on the 24th, I just sat down and I was looking at things and I said, is it about Christ? And I said, no, it's about business. People are buying and selling things that were hidden. Even water, bottled water now on the street is now 150 naira. To bring it that low. So for some people, today is the beginning of another race for next year Christmas period. Yeah, those who rear turkeys, those who rear chickens, a lot of them like that. There are some things that people normally will buy. Those who design cars, and all, they will just launch out and be getting ready. It takes them that long period.
But if one is to look at it, what would one attribute, I call it the low patronage to?
This year?
Yes.
You shouldn't be wondering. Yeah. Things took a different turn when the new government came in, and the first thing they did was to remove fuel subsidy. Okay?
So the policies by the new government are not post-COVID impacts, so to speak.
The impact has been more of negative than positive, in the sense that fuel is at the center of commerce living, either social living or business living. And it affected virtually everything, from bread to biro to movement. I had calls to drop my car yesterday, and I was coming from a baffle to a Hausa Secretariat. I didn't hear what the conductor was saying. I thought he said 400 naira. And I sat in the bus. Getting to a bagger, I had to pay. And I gave him 1,000 naira. He gave me 300 naira. I was like, what the hell is this? And the man said it's 700 naira. And what parameter did they use in determining what is suitable? You understand? But the point again is that if you look at the prices of other services and goods, you know they didn't overkill. A quart of ugunfe, nowhere now.
That's goat meat.
A goat meat, yes. Nowhere now is less than 1,115. We used to get cuts for 250, 500. If you doubt me, go to any of the eateries, not upscale now, the regular, what you call bukateria or mama put. You will be shocked. A wrap of swallows now go for 200, 300. Before, for 50 naira, 100.
But some have also said that some of this hike is, artificial, that it's just some business owners taking advantage of the popular narrative that things have gone up, it's expensive. So some of them just lash on it, and every other week, just keep adding, figures or zeros to the amount.
What you are saying makes sense. But in others, it doesn't. I'll give you an example. On Thursday, I bought banana in Ilesha for 200 naira, and I could almost not finish it. Whereas here in Ikeja in Lagos, anytime I had to buy banana, my head thinks in thousands. Okay? But the point is, the woman in Ilesha, to get the banana to Lagos, is going to cost her an arm and a leg. She wants to recover her cost, transportation-wise, and of course, acquisition cost and replacement cost. We've lost what they call the price control mechanism here is dead. It's not working. So people just wake up, they do advanced pricing policy, okay? There's replacement cost when we are doing stock control system. But now it's advanced pricing policy. They will just say, okay, if November 1st, I bought this thing for 1,000 naira. By 15, it was 1,500. It may be 2,000 naira.
So it's speculative?
It's speculative, kind of. And you cannot blame them. Off air, I gave you an example of a common powder that we take for headache that now goes for 500 naira. And that little thing, if you're not careful while opening it, you will throw away the entire content. And that's 500 naira gone to the drain. I also told you of the noodle that I bought for an orphanage in October for 5,300 naira. I bought the same thing for the same orphanage in November for 6,500 naira. So my worry is this. I'm a bit above 60. I have never seen things, prices coming down in Nigeria once they go up. And I'm asking myself, at what point should we say enough is enough?
So what do you think should intervene right now? I mean, we know that, okay, yes, everyone will look at the government, but as it appears, is it okay to say the government seems handicapped in price control?
Again, let me say this to you. In my first year as a student in a school in Japan, coming home for Christmas, I bought a pot for my mother for 100 yen. And I discovered that over the years, she's been washing the pots. She so much loved it. So 7 years after, I was coming back home. Finally, I returned to the same store and bought the same pots, 100 yen. Something must have been responsible for that price sustenance.
So what policies do you think can be introduced to maybe reverse this, will I call it almost volatile trend
system?
Yes.
Okay, if you say policy, I'm going to just be very frank with you. We are a non-productive economy. Maybe in 12 months or 24 months, when all the new factories coming up along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Mowe, Bafo to Sagamu interchange, maybe when they come up, okay, things will start getting better. We are largely an import-oriented economy. We import everything. The other day, almost over 8 years now, the minister bemoaned having to import pencils. I thought the day they swore him in, the first thing they would do is to establish a pencil factory. We still import they call it the Great Wall from China. So for a country that is so import dependent, and we are also a mono-product economy, if you agree with me, the little we were doing with agri has been deadened. Why? Because the farmers can no longer go to their farms. We were exporting food items before, but not anymore. So for us to begin to make sense of all this in at all, we must stabilize energy and power. Okay? People are buying fuel at 630 naira per liter, yet they must be on the queue. It doesn't add up. People are paying more for electricity today, but they get more of darkness than power. Even those who have prepaid, it's not guaranteed, So these are base policies that must be attended to. If we get those things right, my brother wants to start a salon, we will not have to buy a generator first. The clipper will be his first, equipment that he will buy, not generator. So these little things, as they are, I don't really call them little, because if we are serious and we get the political will right, in 30 days, 90 days, we can begin to change.
See results. Anyway, because we're pressed for time, before I let you go, what adaptive mechanisms do you suggest? Because there's still the New Year celebrations for small business owners and also customers.
Okay.
How they can sort of manage and still enjoy the moment.
Yeah, maybe we want to talk about moral suasion.
Okay.
Have mercy on your brother. Be nice and kind to your sister who wants to wear a new clothes, who wants to have a new hairstyle, maybe a new tie like you, okay, or maybe a new wristwatch. Make profit, but don't profiteer. If we can manage on that level, it will still be better than what we are facing now. It's truly, truly tough.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you once again. Of course, a very, very impactful and insightful conversation there. Government policy and public affairs analyst. Once again, thank you.